Hello viewers, I'm Advocate K. Rawat from Lexis and Company. Today I'm going to talk about family law and its sources. So, talking about the family law and its sources, family law is the area of law that addresses family relationships. It includes creating family relationships and breaking them through divorce and termination of parental rights. The law addresses adoption, contested custody of children, etc. There are 5 broad sets of family laws in India, namely Hindu law, which governs all Hindu, Buddhist, Jains, and Sikhs; Muslim law of the Muslim; Christian law for the Christian; Parsi law for the Parsis; and secular law, that is Special Marriage Act. The religion-based laws are derived from the religious text. These laws have also been amended from time to time by parliamentary legislation. Now, talking about the sources and schools. There are many sources and schools for the explanation of the concept of laws in different religions. Some of them are given below. Sources of Hindu law. Sources of Hindu law can be classified into 2 heads. Ancient sources, that is, according to Manu, there are 4 sources of Hindu law. Number 1, Shruti. Shruti is believed to contain the precious words of gods. The Shruti consists of 4 Vedas, namely the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, the Sam Veda, and the Athar Veda, 6 Vedas, and the 18 Upanishads. Now, Smritis. It contains those portions of the Shrutis which are saints forgot in their original form, and they wrote in their own way the help of the memory. Thus, it based on Shrutis. The Smritis are divided into 2 kinds, viz. Dharmashastra and Dharmashastras. Now, commentaries and digest. Commentaries Tika and Bhashya and digest Nibthas covered a period of 600 AD to 1200 AD. The commentaries professing and purposing to rest on the Smritis explain, modified and enlarged the traditions recorded therein to bring them into the harmony and accord with prevalent practice which is suitable with the time. Now, customs. It is regarded as the highest dharma. It is explained by the judicial committee and signifies a rule in a particular family in the class or district. Custom is principal sources and its position is next to the Shrutis and Smritis. But usage of custom prevails over Smritis. Customs are divided into several parts: local custom, class custom, and family custom. Characterization of customs needed to be declared them valid are: it must be ancient, it must be certain and free from ambiguity, it must be reasonable, it must be continuous, it must not oppose to public policy, it must not be opposed to any law. So, this is the characterization of customs that needed to be declared as a custom. I hope you are clear with this video. If not, then do let me know in the comment sections. I'll clear up all your doubts regarding this particular video in my next session. Till then, take care of yourself. I'll see you guys super soon in my next video with some other legal topic.